Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to another unedited Soulstone Survivors video. Playing with the Legionnaire, have to get a quick win. Let's go for the fourth map. Let's go without curses and let's get straight into it. We are using the singular focus rune again, and I mixed it up a bit. I picked our old and trusty focus fire, which we used in the early levels to achieve a lot of victories because we thought it was like the best skill out there or the best rune out there for some reason. And we are going to be focusing on a build that doesn't, I should have picked purity actually, that doesn't rely on the negative effects at all. Just raw, unadulterated damage. That's all we're looking for. Maybe some crits in there as well, that's also possible, but just not relying on like the stacking up of negative effects for once. A one-time thing, because I think we will still be able to easily clear out the level quickly enough, even when we don't go with our trusty build that we know and love and know to be successful. And the Legionnaire is probably my least played character by now, I can imagine, or at least one of them. I didn't really enjoy him at the start when I first started playing him. I'm looking for something a bit more, you know, in your face, something a bit more physical, something, yeah, another Jupiter Spear, huh? Why not? Because we have singular focus on already, we can also create some meme builds. How have you guys been? I've been doing okay. Spent this morning trying to learn a bit more about Noita, because the game is just insane. I've only scratched, let's go for Leviathan. I've only scratched like maybe 3% of that entire game, I feel like. There is so much more to discover and so much more to do and so much more cool effects to find and just everything. Different spells, different wands, entire different biomes that I still haven't even come close to the edge of. There's like, I haven't even beaten one boss yet, if I'm not mistaken, and there's probably like 20 or something. So yeah, that game still has a lot to offer for me, but I need to kind of get my shit together and look at how I actually get to the point where I can discover new things a bit, because I have just been dying in the first couple of floors a lot lately. I was really struggling with making any type of progress in Noita at all. Raw damage, that's what we're going for. Still though, even without making any progress, the game was still fun, and that is kind of a testament to how enjoyable the game is. Oh, I just said an I'm always boasting about how I'm not anymore, and then I just right there. I'm very sorry. Summon Infantry is a cool skill, so that's why I decided to use it, even though it doesn't quite fit in with the build archetype we are going for of doing just like purely physical in-their-face hits. Still either way though. I can do whatever I want. Some multicast in there. We're not gonna need movement speed because we are just in one corner here. And the projectiles of the enemies fly a lot slower at this stage, at this curse level, so I have more than enough time to actually just dodge them. Damage, please. Raw damage. Exactly what we're going for. Very welcome, especially since it's the skill we have twice already, and we might go for even more iterations of it in the future. First lords are coming in this 61st episode. Don't really want any of this, but I'm gonna start with chain lightning and then possibly change that up in the future. Our minions just spawned and they made quick work of the incarnation of fire. Oh yeah, some nice raw damage. Some nice raw damage. Beautiful stuff. We're doing A-okay. The rest of the day is gonna be quite calm, really. I don't have any clients today, so I don't have to go to work because there's also no team meeting. That's every other Wednesday, and this is not one of those Wednesdays, so I have time for some administration work, cleaning the house a little bit. I don't want to invest in negative effects. Maybe use the vacuum cleaner to go around real quickly, because my girlfriend is coming over again later this week after not being here for like a month. So maybe having the place be a little bit clean at least is the least I can do for her to remain calm while she has to study for her exams. Oh, I accidentally forgot what I was doing and I picked a negative effect. But I think fragility is still in line with like the whole physical side of things, you know? Because the icon is also like smashing a shield, and that seems very physical copium. At least that's what I tell myself to be able to sleep at night. I'm not gonna pick more of it though. And like already you can see at this early curse levels or without curse levels, we are just too strong right now. It's no match for us at all. Expensive? Sure, I could use some area if possible. What am I looking for as my final ability? Quick Strike is already nice. That's going to replace the Shrapnel Bomb, because I don't really like the Shrapnel Bomb in this build. We're not going for bombs, we're going for physical abilities. I think I should have checked the percentages on those attack speed upgrades there, really. Multicast for electric. Jupiter Spear counts as electric. Well, sign me right the hell up, bro. I didn't realize they were also electric. I guess it looks very electric, but I thought for some reason that it would have just been purely physical. Not going for Chain Lightning though. I want more of this Jupiter Spear action. That would be nice. Also gonna read a bit today. Gonna do the dishes. Gonna maybe... I'll try to go for a little walk. Maybe even... Well, I was gonna say maybe even a little run, but then I would have to do it right now because I definitely need to take a shower. So if I want to go for a run, I should do that before taking a shower. And you know, maybe I should. Maybe I should actually go for a run. I was talking about how it has been a while since I went for a run already, so I really should turn that around and just go. Don't worry about it, just take the action. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. After this video, I'm gonna put on like a little upload or a little render so that I am still working on my values and YouTube, while running is also working on my values, and you have to be mild for yourself. You can't do everything all at once, but still, leave my PC running, leave the YouTube journey continuing on its own for a little bit, and I'm gonna go for a nice little run, then take a little shower, and then maybe already do some of the cleaning, and otherwise come back into the recording seat refreshed with new fresh commentary, anecdotes about what I experienced on my run. And it's gonna be a-okay, it's gonna be fun. Alright, thank you guys for motivating me, for kind of being my peer pressure social accountability buddy, to make sure that I actually go for a run and I do in life what I want to do in life. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm still kind of dreading it, you know, putting on the running shoes and stuff, really getting out there, getting dirty. If the ground is muddy, and it rained last night, I think, so it might be a bit muddy. But just, you gotta get yourself over that, man. Short term, it's harrowing, it's disastrous, it feels like it's the hardest task in the world to go out for a run. While running and afterwards, I will feel refreshed, relieved, a new person, the renaissance of Onkruid. It's just gonna be a great experience all around. And if that little speech right there didn't motivate you to go running yourself, then I don't know what will, man. Storm of Spears looks interesting. Let's try it out. Goodbye, Chain Lightning. What does it look like? Ooh, it makes my computer lag. It's a cool ability. It's quite a loud ability though, but it does look cool. Area effect on Trust. Thank you very much. My area effect on my Jupiter Spear has really been out the wazoo so far. But don't feel bad if that didn't motivate you to run, alright? Some people just don't necessarily like running. But go for a walk. Just go outside at least for a second today, man. Touch some grass. And that's not even said from like a mean perspective, or like a you neckbeard perspective, or like a you nerd computer freak perspective. That's just from a perspective of caring about all of you guys. Scientific research literally has proven time and time again that going outside, having some sunlight and being in green or blue environments, so in nature or at the sea or stuff, can literally increase your mental well-being. It's scientifically accurate. There's research into these things, which sounds like I'm kind of scamming you guys or pitching a pyramid scheme like, oh no, it's proven, it's accurate. No, but it really is. I read about it in the book about worrying that I've been talking so much about. Where, for example, when COVID hit, and this is, I'm very proud of myself for remembering this because it's something I wanted to remember to use in my clinical practice, and to use something you need to have it lodged inside your brain, of course. When COVID hit, a whole bunch of Belgian people started worrying more, started feeling worse. And that's logical because the pandemic and stuff, having to stay inside, it takes away our connection, it takes away our ability to go outside. Even more evidence for the fact that going outside in the sunlight is actually good for your mental health. But what was the most interesting is that this increase in negative feelings, I shouldn't have taken that, this increase in negative feelings was actually less severe for people living at the sea, people living near the sea, near the ocean, living at the coastline. They experienced less of an increase in negative feelings, negative thoughts, in worrying thoughts from COVID. And of course, it's a correlational research, but it does speak to your imagination, right? Something as simple as being in nature can diminish the impact that negative events have on your mental health. And I think it's beautiful. There's beauty in there. The beauty lies, in my opinion, in the simplicity. Something as easy as just going outside and literally touching grass can actually do wonders for your mental health. Additionally, it's like 2 birds with 1 stone, because also when you're going outside, you are often doing it with other people, and connectedness is one of the most researched and also most effective protective buffers against mental health diminishing factors. Don't need an extra dash, but I don't want any of these other things, so I guess we will just go for an extra dash to zoom around and pick up the XP a little bit faster. We're definitely gonna hit the sub 12 minute mark. We're not sub 8 minutes this time around, but we are still pretty goddamn fast if you ask me. Haven't quite found enough Jupiter Spears to fill up our action bar, but at least the build looks interesting. We are kind of creating electric spider webs across the entire map. Looking for a little spider named Charlotte on there. Never seen the movies actually, but I hear some reference to them now and again. Movies, maybe it's just one movie. I think Northern references them sometimes. Maybe he has his kid Luna listening to them for a while now. Beautiful little child, beautiful little family Northern has right there. Very proud of him and where he has come in his life. Not that he gives a shit about my evaluation of his life goals that he achieved, but still. I've been following this guy for a while, and even though it sounds parasocial, he does feel like a real life, a person I know in real life. He feels like a friend, you know, even though you shouldn't feel like that at all. But I give you the pass to feel like that with me. I'm your friend, as long as you don't rely on me for anything, because I can't guarantee anything like that. I'm gonna go in for 1 Overlord cycle, just so that I can get a bit closer to the achievement of killing 5 minions or monsters. And because I feel like the vocal cords are still warmed up enough to actually continue with a little Soulstone Survivors content. Although, I realize that for you people it might feel like I am just avoiding going for that run. And I mean, I can't do anything other than convince you, or other than just say like, no, that's not the case. I just wanted to continue this run for a little bit, but I understand if you would feel that way. If you would feel like, hey, this guy, he said he was gonna go for a run after the video, now he's purposely making the video longer. Isn't that being lazy? No, man. I just know my priorities and I know my values. I know that I find running and exercising important, but I know that I find YouTube still a little bit more important. And that is because YouTube has so many different facets for me. It's not about just creating content and becoming popular or famous, which is an aspect of it. It's not just about making money. It's about, in some way, shape or form, contributing to a person's day and sharing some of my knowledge on certain subjects and just making people have some relaxing background content to have. That's all I'm looking for. Just making people's days even 1% better. That's all I'm doing this for. And that is, I think, a valiant goal. I think it's an honorable goal. I think it deserves some praise. So if you would like to hit that subscribe button, that would be very much appreciated. I can never get that out of my vocal cords without sounding so ridiculous that I have to laugh at myself. Let's go for the upper left corner this time around, because we do still want to complete this in a rather quick fashion. And as we all know, standing in the corner, watching you get hurt is the way to delete the enemies the fastest. My computer really is struggling, so this will make for interesting footage probably, but my hopes are that people have realized that watching this series for the gameplay is not the best move, and they are just having this on a separate screen because they want to listen to my beautiful little voice, which is a big honor. Thank you very much. Don't need any of these. I mean, I guess we should really replace our minion skill with like Bloodlust, because that's gonna make it a lot more effective. Bloodlust or Might or something, but for now it doesn't really matter. We are just still killing everything. I think we have enough area upgrade, so we should just always choose pure damage, even when the area upgrade is crazy. There we go. This quick strike also definitely needs to go. It's not an ability we are using all that often because, well, yeah, we don't have any movement speed at all, really. Jupiter speed by 45% or all trust skills by 30%, and this is where it comes in, right? I'm gonna choose the 45%, even though that would normally be for one skill, but now it's for all 3 of these bad boys. What you're gonna do, what you're gonna do when they come for you. Shout out to my buddy Will Smith and to his co-actor in that movie. What the hell is the other actor's name? It's something with Martin, right? Right? Hold up. I need to know this, otherwise I'm not going to be able to sleep at night. Bad Boys cast. Will Smith, and why is his co-star not immediately at the top? What's the other guy's name? Please, I need to know. Oh, this video is in shambles. Bad Boys is already from 1995. Holy shit. Cast. Martin Lawrence. Motherfucker almost eluded me. Martin Lawrence, that's for sure, that's correct. I have to still be training that trivia brain, right? Because I'm still going out for quizzes. I have a lot of them planned on the agenda in the near future because the season has started again, if you will. You know, the other season started again as well. League of Legends. Ooh, that's definitely something I'm gonna get into a little bit today as well. Because in your relaxation day, you also have to relax. So, there's gonna be some League on there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. The new placements. Ended my last season in Platinum for the first time ever. I'm very proud of that achievement. Especially the last couple of games in my promos. Especially the actual final game. I told my buddy Simon, who I'm playing with, who's also my nephew, like, you know, this game, I'm gonna go calm, consistent. I'm just not gonna make mistakes. That's gonna be my main focus. Normally, a lot of people will focus on creating crazy game-winning plays and doing risky engages that can pay off a lot. I was focusing on consistency. Farming up, only going for ganks that I would know, because I'm playing jungle lately, only going for ganks where I would know the outcome would be positive for us, and only investing energy in those types of things. And it paid off tremendously, because we actually had like a really nice and clean game where I was kind of carrying a little bit. But I think carrying as a jungle player is easier than a bunch of the other roles, because you just have such an impact on the entirety of the map, right? And that's why I really enjoy jungle lately, because I feel like I actually have a large impact on the game. And that's a nice switch up from my usual main role of AD carry or marksman or whatever you want to call it, because in that role I feel like you don't have any impact on the game at all. If you position perfectly, absolutely flawlessly perfectly, and you haven't fed throughout the game, and you farmed correctly, and your support has some nice CC, then sure, you can have a large impact on the game as an AD carry. Otherwise, just forget it, man. It's not gonna happen. Damage increase for all electric skills? Yes, sir. These skills are really high level. I don't understand why the second one is level 16 while the other ones are level 12, but I guess that's fine. I really don't understand too, because the first one is the one we will have had from the start, right? So how can that ever be a lower level than the second ability? Interesting stuff, not sure. It's really frying my computer. If you haven't turned off the screen by now and are just listening to me, what the hell are you doing with your life, man? Maybe you're just supporting me in one way, shape or form. Interesting anecdote I had about that. Last night I went out for some drinks with a buddy of mine, and she had another buddy of her with her, which made it a joyous occasion. Not really joyous, because there were some heavy topics to talk about. Either way, it was a lot of fun. It was very cozy. It was nice seeing that other friend again, because I think she's an interesting person. She is into journalism and stuff, and she works on documentaries and things with actual interesting subjects. Like, for example, eating disorders, or antipsychotic drugs and their effects, or now transgender people and how gender fluidity is maybe instilled at a bit too young of an age, and people are starting to get into medication at too young of an age without it actually being known what that medication does. Very interesting stuff. Interesting person all around. Either way, what I wanted to say, that girl was like my actual original friend, my good friend, my running buddy. She was like, you know, I have to say it, I'm unsubscribed to your YouTube channel. And before, or well, after fainting, drinking a glass of water to regain my strength and bitch slapping her right across the left cheek, I asked her why. And she said she couldn't see her other content creators that she normally follows, because she is into watching like vlogs and stuff. She couldn't kind of distinguish the YouTube content on her timeline anymore, because I produced so many videos that I just swamped her timeline completely. And I was quite proud of that, actually. Of course, what she doesn't know is that all of the videos I produce daily are just these random bullshit filled Soulstone Survivors videos where I don't put that much effort into it, but that doesn't matter, of course. I wonder if my computer is just gonna crash, and I wonder how this video is gonna look on YouTube. And of course, I kind of respect that. I respect that she wants to still like see what's going on her YouTube timeline. But then again, I mean, okay, if scrolling down for 4 seconds is too much of an effort for you and you therefore want to just throw my dream into the trash and not support me in my endeavors of living a valuable life, then okay, I guess I'll have to just understand that and live with that. No, I forgive her. She's not, well, I shouldn't even say that because she's not watching this, so I can say whatever I want. You're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. Bitch. That's not how you support friends. That's stabbing them in the back with a knife and then even just twisting it a little bit until you hit like the exact right nerves that will paralyze me for the rest of my life. Bitch. It's not true, it's all satire, of course. I love my friends. I even love them if they are not subscribed to my YouTube channel. Maybe I love the friends that have hit that bell button a bit more though. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So fucking cringe. You know what else is cringe? The YouTube drama that's been gone lately surrounding Logan Paul and his cryptocurrency scam. I don't understand how people wanted to invest in that game in the first place. In the fun game. It's not a crypto experience, it's just a fun little game. I picked a burn upgrade, but all of the upgrades there were surrounding or to do with negative effects, so I didn't have a choice. I don't understand how people can ever invest their money in something like that. In crypto in general, sure, I can realize why people would do that, because, well, you have all these success stories of people becoming insanely rich because of crypto. But things like affiliated with Logan Paul, no thank you. I know that I have to stay away from that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not touching that. And still so many people got scammed, which is sad. There we go. Overlord mode 1 just quickly completed. Enough to gain 1, 2, almost 3 prestige levels. Nothing too crazy. We're not aiming for prestige levels either way. We're aiming for quick victories, which we now still need to do with the assassin. And then that's gonna be it. Then the only thing we still have left to do is kill some more enemies. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.